Hey guys, this is just a quick live video to illustrate a point that I think I'm seeing. Okay, so this is a New York Times article. It's been up for a while, but this is updated today. These are the states that are reopening, um, and you see it's the West Coast states. And these yellow states right here are the ones that are not reopening. These are the ones that are staying shut down or restricted. Okay. And then the light blue ones here are reopening soon. And then the dark blue ones are the ones that are having the partial reopening right now. Right. So, what I want to show you guys is just look at this pattern, you know, where these states on the east are and these states on the west coast, and then look at this 2016 electoral map. The blue states were the ones that went Democrat, and the red states are the ones that went Trump. Now, it's not an exact match, but I can explain a couple of the inconsistencies. Um, so if we go to this map right here. Okay, Colorado, the state that I'm living in, we've got a really big. Uh, it's a libertarian bent that the governor is going by, and we're now in a safer at home uh, phase rather than a stay at home phase. And there are special rules for certain kinds of facilities, and we also can't have uh, meetings of more than 10 people in a place. So there's still some things that are restricted. But other than that, pretty much we're expected to be on our own and be on our best behavior, right? That's our state. Now, Nevada, on the other hand, Nevada has wide, vast open spaces with no one there, and then Las Vegas, right? The mayor of Las Vegas doesn't want to have everything shut down, but the casinos are still shut down, right? Even though this map shows them as being partially reopened, casinos still cannot operate and let people in. But uh, pretty much the big population base there is Las Vegas. Um, Everything else in the state is kind of tiny in comparison. So it's it's really a fight between the mayor of Las Vegas and the governor as far as what they're going to do, because like what the rest of the state needs is not what Las Vegas needs. So that's the explanation there. Kentucky. Now this is a strange one, but the best explanation for them still being shut down and restricted is they have a Democrat as their governor right now. Okay, um, they were a Trump state, but their Democrat governor is looking out for them and keeping them shut down. Wisconsin, uh, well, first of all, I'll just say Michigan is the same thing as Kentucky, happens to have a Democrat mayor, and or sorry, Democrat governor, and also they had the protests that stormed the Capitol and everything, which actually was just making it worse. You know, as far as the metrics as to whether or not they're going to reopen. So that's that thing right there. Wisconsin, well, that's the state that decided that they were still going to have their primary. And since then, they've seen a spike in their cases right here. You know, the primary was around here, and now here's the spike in their cases, even though they were shut down, you know, starting on this date. That primary shows, a lag 2 weeks later, you can see the spike in cases, right? Um, this was the spot that Bernie Sanders was put in. If he didn't drop out the day of the primary, a lot more of his supporters would have showed up to polling stations, and a lot more Biden supporters as well. And yeah, more people would have caught the coronavirus right here. So that's why Wisconsin, even though they are leaning to the right now, they are one of the states that, even though they were a Trump state, because of what they did with the primary by making it happen, they have a spike in cases, so they're not reopening just yet. And pretty much that's a pretty good explanation of all the discrepancies between them. These states right here don't have a lot of cases, a lot of spread, um, but pretty much 9 states uh, are different that I saw between the electoral map and the map of what's reopening and what's restricted. As far as pretty much the Democrat states are being the restricted ones, and the Republican states that voted for Trump are the ones that are reopening. And all of this, I think I showed you guys because I'm just wondering, is Trump not stepping in and overriding these governors and making a national stay at home order? Is that going to kill Trump supporters more than it kills the liberals? If the liberals are in the states that have stay at home orders still intact? Wonder if it is going to happen enough to swing an election. In the chat, we've got Bugsy, and Bugsy says hello there. Hi back. Uh, and Rodline says Illinois is already on its way to reopen. Okay. Um, you know, these things are happening in stages that are different in each state, and I'm sure that even the Trump states that I was showing, uh, they have some little nuances as well. Um, but by and large, I think the trend is uh, states that went Trump are reopening more than the states that didn't, and that's going to endanger Trump's base more than it endangers uh, the liberal base. But uh, what also coincides with the 2016 electoral map is population density. So maybe the liberal states, just because they're more densely populated, that might even things out. I don't know. We'll have to see who has the more deaths in their state in the coming months. Um, you know, it's just an interesting effect that we're looking at. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.